What I want to talk about today, guys, is the prospect of leaving the United States permanently and never coming back. Something that I've pretty much has been on my mind for a long time. And I mean, American society has gotten so out of control with the rainbow people and the drag shit and excuse me, and marriage rates being so out of control, divorces being sky high, the birth rate is almost non-existent. Like, have you tried dating in the USA in 2022, 2023, hell, even 2019? It's insane. I mean, they tell women to act like men and men to act like women. They tell women that we're attracted to their careers. I mean, I'm laughing, but it's like that now. I want to leave. I want to get out of here. And I hate to say this as an American military veteran. I want to get out of here. I'm looking into Colombia. Russia. Apparently our arch enemy, Russia. I want to move there. You know? They've captured the old school image of the USA in the 1950s and prior. You know, when society made sense, when the nuclear family was the norm, when they don't encourage the lifestyle that would ultimately lead to humanity ceasing to exist. And you know what I'm talking about. I don't have to say it with the rainbow people. And I'm not saying they don't deserve their humanity. What I'm saying is, why would the government want to encourage a lifestyle like that so much in pop culture and mainstream media that it wouldn't make sense on a larger scale? Like, think about that. I mean, obviously, who the fuck trusts the government like that? Well, unfortunately, there are a lot of people that do. That, you know, run to the government to help them. Run to the government for advice in their life. And that's my point. And I'm not saying it's not like that in other countries like Russia and Colombia and Nicaragua. But at least society is at that point of normalcy where, you know, it makes sense. The nuclear family is encouraged. It's not like that in the USA. And I've come to a crossroads in my life, basically. I want to get married and I want to have kids. I'm just going to speak frankly. I want to get married and I want to have kids. I want a wife that wants to be a mother and a stay-at-home mom. Can you imagine encouraging that on USA pop culture mainstream media? Good God, you would have the feminists in an uproar. How dare you hold back women? Despite the fact that, you know, it's why you're alive and you exist right now today, and you can even have that opinion. But I guess you can hear it in my voice. Like, it really does sadden me as a military veteran to have to say that I want to flee my own country that I was born in and that I was raised in. And that really the only life I know, because the only country I've ever been to outside of this is Canada, because I was never deployed. I digress, but God, it's gotten that bad in the USA, bro. I don't want to be here anymore. I don't care if I have to. I mean, I already know Spanish, so if I go to Colombia, that'd be easy. But like, I'd consider learning Russian and just, hell, Russia's like a hop and a skip away from Alaska. I could just move there. You know, I don't care how long the process is to become a Russian citizen. At least society is like the 1950s and prior lifestyle. You know, they discourage the whole rainbow lifestyle. You know, marriages are a lot higher and more successful in that country and in Colombia than the USA. And these are second and third world countries. Think about that. Think about that. I can't believe I'm even saying this. Pains me to say it. I mean, hell, there's a lot of expats that already live outside of the United States, and they left for reasons. There was one of them, that I spoke to actually on YouTube back in 2020 before I moved to Alaska. His name was Gavin Syme, and he fled to Mexico from I think it was Washington State because the police basically were entrapping him in a bunch of bullshit, pitiless crimes, and they were going to wanted to lock him up for years. You know what he did? He fucking fled. He went to Mexico, and his life apparently is way better. What I'm saying, really, when it comes down to brass tacks, is I want to escape the tyranny and the culture of the USA. Because I don't want to deal with it no more, bro. Man, I don't want to deal with it no more, bro. If I got married in the USA right now to an American woman, and I'm not saying all women are like this in the USA, the odds are stacked against me as a man. Like, if she changes her mind for anything, she's got me by the balls, bro. She can take all my shit, or half of it, maybe even all of it shit. I can get kicked out of my own house. My own house that I pay for. I can get kicked out of it. I can get my kids taken away. It's not like that in other countries. They do it completely equally. And divorce is extremely, extremely discouraged. It's very religious and conservative in those other countries. And despite the fact that I wouldn't have my guns, because I would obviously have to give that up, which I really don't want to do. But, I mean, it's either stay here and have my guns, maybe hopefully one day fight tyranny and fight the government one day, which would be awesome as fuck, go out with a bang, but, or do what I really want to do. And have a wife and kids and live a normal life and not have to worry about, my wife leaving me one day. Because I'll tell you the truth, almost all the men in my family have been divorced. And some of them have lost their kids. And I don't want to follow that. I basically learned from their experiences in life. I was like, I saw divorces all the time when I was a kid. I digress. Getting back to my original point. I want to get out of here, bro. I want to get the fuck out of here. And I don't want to come back. I want to actually take some of my family with me to whatever country I choose. Which, the way it sounds, is going to be Colombia. Because basically, Colombia has all the amenities that the U.S. has, and it's like basically it's a lot cheaper. It's like living on $9,000 a month in the USA, but having all the same amenities, Amazon and the usual. I'm not saying Amazon is like goddamn an absolute in life, but I mean, I use it a lot. Oh shit, sorry about that. But what else is there to do? Seriously. What else is there? Like, bro, it's sad. It is sad that I have to actually even say this. But it is what it is. What was that song by Michael Jackson? The Man in the Mirror. I can't fix all this myself. Here in the USA, I can't. I can only change myself. And that was really what that song was all about. So, yeah. I want to flee the United States. I want to get out of this country. And I want to start brand new. Despite all the obstacles that I'm going to face. At least I wouldn't have to deal with the shit that we have to deal with here in the USA. And you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, Braulio's out, and that's my rant for Saturday night. Not really a rant, but more or less my plans for the future of Braulio and what I want to do. What I have to do in life. And that's Get out of this country, bro. Get out of this country. You know, let the feminists and the rainbow people, you know, join the military and fight. I'm basically throwing in the towel with American culture, and I'm like, you know, whatever. You know, I love the old school image of the USA, but it no longer exists, bro. It no longer exists. It's sad, but it's true. Anyways, Braulio's out. Hopefully you found this somewhat enlightening. Peace.